Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly clinic today. This is Monday noon, August 24th, and we're continuing on with the Save Our Salon, SOS Salon Coaching Program. Our weekly clinics happen every week at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can join me live and get some extra dedicated coaching time with me by using the SOS link that you use for your regular coaching one-on-one sessions. And today we're going to be talking about, of course, the framework, which is the SOME framework. Some people will be successful and some will not. And our framework today is going to focusing on marketing. So we're in a marketing clinic today, and our title is Brand Strategy to Avoid the Sea of Sameness. Here. All right, so let's go through and again, stay focused on our SOS framework here. The SOME framework consists of 5 success pillars, all of them leading to the opportunity for you to be able to be a successful business and entrepreneur by not neglecting any one area, but putting a little bit of a focus and attention in each of these areas, knowing that one area over the other might be a bit more important to you at this particular time. And I know with the way things have been going so far in 2020 that sales, operation, mindset, marketing, and education have all been vital for you to look at your business and reframe it from a different perspective, from the close to the opening to now sustaining and regrowing and rebuilding your business at this time. So each week we focus in on one of these categories of the 5 success pillars here: sales, operations, mindset, marketing, education. Today we are on week 4 and we are in marketing. And the marketing clinic today is we're going to be talking a little bit about brand strategy. Now, this is going to be a short session today because I'm going to provide you a link, which you'll see on the Facebook page. So once this gets uploaded onto the Facebook page, the group that we're all in, you'll see a link to a webinar that is really going to be the session itself. So if you guys can just go back in and watch the webinar, I think that what you'll do is you'll look at some opportunities of what you need to do to have that brand strategy in place. And we're talking about it from the point of, let me go back here, to avoid the sea of sameness. So right now, salons are surviving, I would say. We're not thriving again yet. You might have had some good months. You might have been able to balance out depending on how long you've been open. If you've been open for almost 5 months like we have here in Georgia, we are balancing out, okay? Now, because we were closed for 1 month in its entirety, we're not going to make up those dollars necessarily of being closed, but we can look at the percentage of business that we lost and determine what other ways can we incorporate some increase of sales to be able to do that. These would all be things that are examples of marketing strategy. And the marketing strategy perspective is being able to understand where you are on sales, like what percentage down are you? How do you intend to make up those things? And as we talked about in the sales clinic a few weeks ago, we talked about that there's only 2 ways to increase sales: sell to new clients or sell more to existing clients. Now, I believe many salons have been getting in new clients, which is great. So you've got the opportunity to be able to make up sales there. However, we're also not at full capacity, okay? We might be at a certain percentage of capacity at this point in time that we don't have all of our staff being able to work all of the hours that they previously did because of social distancing guidelines that each state has. We also might be in a position that we're not able to double book, so we're not producing as much revenue in regards to this particular timeline for those 2 things. So we have to look at, really the ultimate thing is if you have new clients, the goal would be is to try to get those new clients to pre-book or buy more from you in that particular appointment time. The other opportunity is to be able to look at the existing clients that you have and upgrade them to services and retails that again are going to be able to support an increase of sales for you. This is how we're going to make up that loss of business that we've had over time. So again, I want to emphasize that this particular session is going to be short because I want you to go into the 5 secrets to building your brand identity that sells. Watch this webinar. It's about 90 minutes long. There's these particular strategies in there. So 5 secrets of marketing and branding that you need to know. 5 strategies for your brand to sell you, your products, and your company and services. And then 1 simple hack to have you feel confident and consistent, and 3 biggest myths about marketing and branding. So that's kind of the summation of this, all designed to be able to give you a little bit more guidelines of what are you doing in regards to marketing right now and what are you not doing. Now, I know under a marketing umbrella that you're probably thinking, I am barely have enough time to be able to manage all of the newness of our businesses, the safety protocols that we've put in place, the opportunity of, rescheduling everything, me possibly behind the chair myself as an owner, being able to do what I need to do. I really don't have time to be marketing. But here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about the fact that you should be marketing safety. That should be your number 1 priority. So here's a strategy that we can look at. So week 1, market safety. Week 2, market a service. Week 3, market a product that solves a problem that they may not know about, that they might need right now. So, here in Georgia and along the East Coast, humidity is a big problem. And so we are putting a focus on anti-humidity type products. In regards to services that we're promoting, we know a lot of people neglected their hair over the course of time that they were closed down. And now they're waiting longer in between their services, just because things are just really inconsistent for us in society right now. So we're promoting the Renewal Remedies and Orbe Experience treatment that transforms hair in 5 minutes, which is a service upgrade to any of the existing service that they already have on the books. So we're creating an upgrade in a service, and we're creating a promotion around a retail product based on the current times right now. Over the last few months, we did some summer promotions where we bagged up some products, we provided a discount, and we gave them a free beach bag or a free cosmetic bag. So these were some of the promotions that we did as well. But watch the webinar, get a sense of the strategy, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a focus on 1 piece of strategy that's in the webinar for you so that you can start thinking about what's most critical for you to look at for marketing. I don't want to complicate things for you. I want to simplify things for you in regards to marketing. And the truth is that it shouldn't be that hard to be able to do, say, 1 post a week. Even if you did 1 post a week and you pushed it onto, your platform of, say, Facebook and Instagram, maybe you have a LinkedIn account as well on there. If you put it into 1 or 2 of those particular areas and start being consistent with that evolution, then it can make a big difference here. Okay, so let's just talk about the framework for successful marketing here. Now, the most important thing that you have to have is clarity. What are you going to market? Consistency. How long am I going to market this? And then, of course, you want that to convert to some form of currency, whether that's a call to action of make an appointment, a call to action of being able to buy a product or request an upgrade. Sometimes the call to action is strictly just awareness, like as if you were promoting safety as an opportunity. So here's the sequence of selling here. And this is what we're calling the S factor framework here. So the first thing you want to do is keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. Don't complicate this. Look for opportunities where you're creating posts that seem to make the most sense. Now, when I talk about simplicity, I'm talking about visually stimulating somebody to see what you're about, as well as adding words that connect the picture to it. So you don't have to be a fancy marketer to be able to do this, but it's easy to be able to find an image of what you want to do. So if you wanted to promote safety, you might be able to just I found on you know, free Photoshop sites, or you can go to Bing and click in Bing free photos, and then it pulls up all these photos, and then you got the search bar to be able to do it. So I kind of put in, when we first opened up, I put in there animals with masks on type of thing, right? Or cute animals, and then I put a mask on them. I found a mask to be able to put on them in the Canva application. And then I created some safety protocols where it was, you know, just a message to clients. Don't forget, masks are required to come into the salon. I think we're all aware of masks at this point in time. I don't think mask is an issue that you need to be doing. However, you should be promoting some other safety protocols at this point in time. And just say, we know the coronavirus is not gone, and we're continuing to keep safety as a #1 priority in our salon. So then maybe whatever it is that you represent safety to an image, that's all you have to do. That's it. Make sure that you're hashtagging your business. Make sure that you're hashtagging something in your community. So if you're from Charlotte, North Carolina, you would be like Charlotte Hair Salon. Okay, hashtag Charlotte Hair Salon. If you specialize in something particular, like your color specialist, hashtag color specialist, hair color specialist, or hair cutters, hashtag hair cutters. Whatever it is, do and then do that. That's as simple as it can be for social media. Now, you may also have an opportunity to be able to email your clients, and emailing is still the #1 way to convert marketing into sales. Okay. Ads might bring them to the table, but emails are still the conversion, have the highest conversion rate to be able to create marketing into sales. So if you've got a marketing list, start doing some emails. Most of them have pre-established templates. Again, create an image, create a message, create a call to action by adding a button or the phone number or a link for them to be able to make their online appointment. That's it. Keep it really simple. I'll continue to show you guys examples as we progress through these sessions as well. The second thing is strategy, which I kind of talked about in regards to that. Strategy is really looking at words are the selling action. Pictures are the inspirational action. When you combine words of selling and inspiration, you increase your opportunity to be able to have people stop, look at your messaging, read your messaging, and take some form of action on your messaging, okay? So the strategy that you want to be able to look at is just having an idea, a design idea. What am I going to promote? Again, week 1, I'm going to promote safety. Week 2, I'm going to promote a service or a service upgrade. Week 3, I'm going to promote a retail product. Week 4, I'm going to promote an inspirational quote. Nothing that has a call to action, nothing that has anything where you're asking them to buy something. Just some inspirational quote, just to have a feel-good moment. You can add an image into it. You can just leave it as kind of a meme type of thing. It could be inspiration, it could be funny. I'm going to suggest you stay away from anything that might even remotely feel offensive to anybody, okay? So inspirational quotes. So there's your plan of action for the next month. Safety, service, retail, inspirational quote. Then you're just going to repeat it. Safety, service, retail, inspirational quote. You might want to mix it up a little bit. Maybe go service, retail, safety, inspirational quote. But that's it. There's your strategy right there. Don't make it any more complicated than that. Your emails can also follow suit with your social media so that you're double timing on the ability for your clients to be able to see what you're offering. Now, the series is kind of what I just talked about. It was creating that dynamic of what is it that I want to be able to promote. In most cases, what you don't want to do is you don't want to do like a one-off type of promotion. You want to do a series. You want it to kind of have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You want to create that anticipation and that curiosity for clients to be able to see, oh, what's coming down the pipeline next. So while we were closed, I was posting every other day probably with, you know, inspirational quotes and safety protocols and ways that they could still stay engaged with us through our curbside, safe curbside pickup. And so, but I did it in very funny ways. I did it in clever, funny ways that people were excited to be able to see what's coming down the pipeline next. All right. Now, safety, okay, so we're moving up the curve here. Safety is two parts here. One is what you want to be able to do is you want to first and foremost make it safe for them to say yes. So whatever it is that you're promoting, whatever it is that you're sharing in a marketing strategy, you want it to be easy for them to say yes. So never forget the call to action, okay? The link to book an online appointment, the phone number to be able to call, the button to learn more if it's something that you just want to share more information on. The second part of safety, so there's kind of like got a dual role here. The second part of safety is how I expressed it earlier. Sell safety. Don't promote or push policy. Sell safety, okay? Because clients want to know that even, because we're at this point, COVID has kind of dipped down, it's peaking back up in some areas. It dips down, it peaks back up. I know we're all sick of talking about COVID, but I can tell you that in 5 months since we've been open here in Georgia, we're only now having some clients come in for the first time, that they're finally feeling safe to come in for the first time. So don't discount those clients that haven't felt safe to be out and about, that might have some autoimmune issues, that they were really questioning how severe this virus might have impacted them. So safety as a way for them to easily want to say yes to your marketing strategy and your series that you've developed, and then safety as a content piece that you are selling safety versus pushing policy in there. And then of course, the final S in the S factor here is to look at being selfless. And what I mean by that is also twofold. One, your idea behind marketing is to be able to be solving problems. So what problem are you solving for customers? Are they feeling unsafe about coming into your salon? The solution is, what are you doing in regards to safety? Does their hair feel like crap since they've been home and not living their normal life? Then you're selling, repair, treatment, condition, moisture, any of those things. You're selling the solution to bad looking hair. Retail products, if you were, if they still had to look good for their work, even though their work was at home or they're doing Zoom calls all the time, sell them on a hairspray that's going to hold their hair in place so that it's not falling in their face while they're online doing their sessions on Zoom via their job type of thing. So the selfless part of it is look at ways that you're solving problems for your customers, okay? The other selfless part is to be able to look at what your business, your culture, your identity, your brand, how is it supporting your clients, your community? So there would be another selfless act. You could promote something in terms of, we want nothing more than a safe community. We also want nothing more than for our clients to feel safe coming in our doors. So in other words, you're promoting yourself and your business, maybe even you personally as part of that storyline. But you're selling it with the intent that they can trust you, that you're doing all the right things to have them feel and be safe, and that you're encouraging them to experience you again, or to be consistent with experiencing you, and that you're continuing to be safe. So there's the selfless part of this. So this is a part of the framework that we talk about in the webinar, and we go through it in a little bit more detail. So I hope that you guys can take that on as an opportunity to be able to say, I can do marketing. This is pretty simple. I can do this. Now, everything I just shared with you in this part right here is a DIY approach. I kind of gave you the reins and said, you could do this yourself. You really can. The other company that I own and represent is called Brand New Marketing and Branding Agency. If this is something where you need a do it with me, Bonnie, or do it for me, Bonnie, I don't have time to do it, I need you to do it for me. In our next one-on-one session, ask me about those two options, okay? If this is not something you're going to dedicate time to, ask me what that can look like for you in a do it with you or a do it for you option to help you get your marketing up and running and consistent. I want to see you make up those dollars in between when you were shut down to now, okay? I want your sales, the part of the sales loss that you had to be made up because you're putting together strategy and protocols that are supporting your operations, that your mindset is that you will not only survive again, but you will start thriving again. That you understand that there's strategy behind marketing and branding that's going to up level your opportunities of increasing your sales. And of course, if it's something you need to be educated on, please reach out to me in the one-on-one appointments to say, Bonnie, I want to start doing more marketing. Show me what I can do as a DIY approach, or help me understand how you do the do it for me or do it with you approach, okay? All in the name of being able to increase your sales so that you can have the success that you desire in there. All right, so here's my final thoughts on it. Don't overthink your branding. It's all it is solving problems. So if you could list out 10 problems that you solve between services, between retail products, and between your business within your community itself, you've got the next 10 weeks of planned content to be able to work with. Plan your strategy just like anything else. You got to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Begin with the end in mind. What is your goal for being able to do this strategy in place? Is it to create touch points to your customers? Is it to physically increase your sales? Is it to increase the frequency of clients coming in? Is it to be able to cater to clients that maybe are not coming back as often or haven't come back yet, okay? Remember that content is king, but engagement is queen. And when I say engagement is queen, you got to be able to have that call to action. I'm not saying hang out on social media all day and engage with people. You know, for businesses, at this point, social media is a media platform, okay? It's a media platform. It's not a social engaging place to hang out so you can chat with people. There are forums, there are other groups and things like that, that's what that's for. But for your business, just look at it as a media platform for you right now. Remember that if you confuse, you lose. If you're not clear on your messaging, you're going to lose where you're asking them to be in action with it, okay? Or it's just not going to make sense to them. And then be sure to make it easy for them to say yes. Remember, that was part of the safety part here. Make it easy for them to say yes, to say, you know what, I do need my hair done again. And pick up the phone and make that appointment, or go online and book that appointment in there, okay? So whatever it is you're doing, make it easy for them to say yes. And remember, again, your brand should solve their problems. And if you're not solving problems right now for them, then they may be considering going somewhere else, or they're not seeing the importance of coming back as often as maybe they should, okay? You're solving problems for them. All right, guys. So when you listen to this webinar, there's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to do a brand board workshop. Now, the workshop was actually live and we just completed it last week. And we had great fun with our attendees being able to create their own brand strategy, brand boards. And this is kind of a very foundational phase of your brand, but it's going to help you to be more consistent in the marketing that you move forward with as you progress. Now, I'm working today, I will be creating this 3-part Brand Me workshop as an opportunity for you to log into it and participate with it as well. So there'll be an opportunity. It will be $27 for the 3 sessions. So if you see that as an opportunity for yourself and you want to learn how to be able to establish your brand identity and in a consistent manner with colors, fonts, inspiration, your logo and everything, and then have that as a template to always reference from so that you are always consistent with the way that your brand looks over and over again as you're putting it out there to continue to grow your business and rebuild your business at this time. That workshop will be available for you to buy into by tomorrow, and I will post the link in our page, Save Our Salons group page that you guys are all in. And for those of you that are new to the SOS Salon coaching program, or you're just now finding out about it, please go to sossaloncoaching.com to be able to sign up for some opportunities that are there. There's a membership opportunity where you can just hang out with us throughout the week. You get to be a part of the weekly sessions, all the clinics, the monthly masterminds. And then there's also an opportunity for you to be able to get some one-on-one sessions, 2 one-on-one sessions a month, as well as all the weekly clinics and the monthly masterminds, and other additional savings and opportunities that come with the SOS Salon coaching membership as well. So, and again, you can find out more at sossaloncoaching.com. There's also a place on that page for you to set up a one-on-one time with me to be able to see maybe if we're a good fit, or where you're struggling at within the framework of SOM. Is it sales? Is it operations? Is it mindset? Is it marketing? Or is it education? All right. So thanks for joining me as always, you guys. And I look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to be touching base on the education clinic. And so bring your questions to that as well.